This is your girl Yannick Taylor, aka Priestess, hostess of Conversations with the Priestess. Here's a preview of what you may hear on Conversations with the Priestess.
We weren't meant for monogamy, let's be honest. Like, we have needs, let's be real. And communicating that, what you want, what you don't want, what sets up. Now, this drink is brown because I learned something. Since I'm older, I can't do brown liquor anymore. Also, I noticed since I started on hormone replacement therapy, HRT, in 2015, me and certain liquors don't match well. I don't know whether...
And I recognize that a lot of men love to be dominated by women. And that's because men are seen as these leaders, as this big alpha male dominant being. And because they're put on this pedestal of being leaders, sometimes they want to be submissive.
Back when I cosplayed a Butch Queen in South Carolina around 2011, I was on Craigslist. This is when Craigslist was bumping and before they had gotten rid of the personal section.
I hope you enjoyed that preview. Join me on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. for Priestess After Dark. Full video versions of the podcast can be found on patreon.com/CWT Priestess, and join me on Fridays at noon for our regular Friday post. Live, love, and be free. Smooches.
Available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you download and stream podcasts.
4Pillar Sports, a podcast for sports fans, made by sports fans. Join Chris and Randy every week as they dive deep into football, basketball, baseball, and professional wrestling. Catch 4Pillar Sports on all major platforms. And remember, keep on talking sports.
Hey, what's up? The following content is not suitable for audiences under the age of 21. So if you're not 21 and up, baby, go ahead and go listen to some kid bops or some stuff, or go watch some stuff with your parents, all right? But for my 21 and up club, it's about to get naughty and nasty here on Not Safe for Work. Remember, it ain't safe. Let's get into it.
It's about to get delightful. 'Cause it ain't safe for work. Hey, no, it ain't safe for work. No, it ain't safe for work. No, it ain't safe. It's about to get delightful.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, the Priestess. Sometimes your Mistress Merlin. If you know, you know. Welcome to another episode of Conversations with the Priestess. It's Friday, and you know what that fucking means. This means this is the Not Safe for Work edition.
And this is the legendary. I'm just kidding. Everybody, my name is Novah Kane. You know, you take me and just feel good. That's what I do. So what's going on?
How have you been, Miss Girl?
My mental health has been rocky, but you know what else has been rocky?
What?
Candace Owens' hairline.
God damn.
So everyone, bear with me. This is my first time in a long time that I have been on a podcast. And I am, I'm still fairly new to it, so please keep me great.
Nova, tell them where to find you on the social media.
Oh, yes. So you can find me on Instagram at Novah Black TV. You can also find me at Novah Black TV also on YouTube and Novah Black TV on TikTok. I'm not, my Twitter is not yet functioning at the moment. We're still working on content for that, but those are the other places that you can see me on.
Awesome. Y'all go follow my sister. Because, yes, she's doing some great things. Great things. Now, last week, as we go on into the show, because I do believe this is going to be a fun episode because we're talking about one of our favorite subjects, and that's sex.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love sex. Yes, that's why I started this Friday edition of the show.
I love sex myself.
Sex is wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Sex is ordained by the ancestors, by God
Yes,
herself.
if it wasn't for the
To
ancestors, we would not be here.
Irabashando
And
ikola
they
ikola
nasty, horny
asiasi.
asses always want to stick stuff in people.
Look, nasty as hell. Now I ain't gonna lie. I was watching a TikTok video and it was talking about the history of sex toys and that it was nothing new. And they talked about how even in pre-colonial society, going back to ancient African times and ancient times in various nations, how there's always been various sex toys.
Hmm.
And I do, and the fact that we know about the invention allegedly of the dildo, it was to control hysteria in women. And the fact
Well, because these cucumbers will do it to you just fine as well.
I'm not gonna start messing with the food groups. I would just buy a toy off of Amazon offline. If for those that follow me on OnlyFans, y'all know how I get down with the toys. So and Nova knows a little bit about my toy collection. So
Yes, honey, she has a bag full of toys.
oh baby, I got me a little E-stem thing that you put around your parts,
Hmm.
and it's for electroplay. And when I tell you, I talked a little bit about this last week in Are You a Baiter part one. I didn't expect to be doing a part two, but here it is. Like for me, I like trying different toys, especially in my alone time, because it allows me to explore what I like, especially if I'm going to have a mutual masturbation session with my partner.
Hmm. And so with me, I'm having a growing um collection of toys myself. I actually just bought me an anal plug on off of Amazon, and it was just something, that it looks more like a paperweight than anything, but it's more for like decorations in my room. But I would like
Child.
to decorate my room with sex toys. I think that is very new and different.
hmm Like I recently purchased an Omibod when I went to Fusion Dark Odyssey Fusion Camp about a month ago, and that has become one of my favorite toys. Um, it is the Eska 2, and is made. You can do it via. It connects to your phone, and if your partner downloads the app, you can request. You can invite them to control your device,
Mhm.
and it has in app where you can chat with your mate while you are playing, while they are in control of your toy, while y'all saying freaky shit, or y'all could be playing on camera together. Um, and they're actually controlling the toy, making it vibrate however intense that they can get it to vibrate. And I actually had a chance to do that with a partner of mine. Um, gave her control of the toy via the Field Connect app and the Omibot app. Mind you, I'm camming live and she's pressing buttons and chatting with me. And I'm like having a session in the chat and she's pressing the button while I'm mid sentence telling a sex story.
Oh my, that sounds hot.
And that just it was hot as fuck, like for real. And not only that, um she oh my gosh, it also has a feature where it plays and syncs to your music and it vibrates to the beat of the music.
Mm.
And oh god, like one night I was in here playing a lot of classical music while I watched some porn.
Why? Wait,
And
why that kind of music?
it okay, don't laugh at me. Sir, it's the frequency of the music, it actually helps me to focus.
I get
Like
it.
it brings my attention in, but it also serves as a distraction because I'm not really focused on the music. I'm focused on the visual. The music serves as like it serves as like background noise. Now
Hmm.
I don't always do classical music. I do a lot of the sexual binaural beats and a lot of the sexual ASMR.
So I have a question. Binaural beats, is that what they be playing in Insurrections, Tokyo Valentino and stuff like
No, baby,
that?
that's house music. That's circuit music that they be playing. The
Oh,
binaural
okay.
beats
See,
are
that's what I like, honey. I be getting into that, child, that unsa unsa unsa, honey, because I want to go
that,
unsa
that boom,
unsa unsa in my
boom.
butt.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It can't have too many kicks. It can't have too many highs in it. It got to be balancing. You can't have too many vocals that's distracted. I want to hear the moans. Like I like hearing the moans when I'm masturbating. What are you doing, Miss Girl? So y'all, we're on video chat while we're recording this. I think she's doing her allergy medications.
I ain't doing no damn allergy medication.
What
I
was
just
you
wanted to
doing, bitch?
see. I wasn't doing nothing, honey. This is a damn Amazon card.
This heifer.
I was,
Anyway,
I was saying,
like
I know you were looking at me,
back
so
to what
I
I was
thought
saying.
you thought I was doing a little booger sugar. I don't do booger sugar.
I'm like, what are you doing? Damn,
No,
I'm
I
about to
was
die
playing
over here.
around.
Shit.
I don't do that. So I was playing around.
Mm.
I was wanting to see if you was gonna catch. That was
Oh,
funny.
baby, I caught it. You
You
almost made me drop my other blunt.
better get God over there on this good time.
Child, but anyway, but I like hearing the moans. Like for me, there's been times where I have closed my eyes while I'm watching porn, and the moans have is what has done it for me. And for me, I don't know what it is for me. I love watching gay porn.
Me too. I love gay
It is some
porn,
it is something about two men going at it.
especially when they don't know each
This is
other.
what Oh my god, this is why I like MMA fighting. Okay?
Hmm.
Like I love it for the sport cuz I've learned so much. But baby, it's just so homoerotic. Especially when you
Ooh,
seeing them men fighting each other, but you see all that grinding and shit
you
and
see
the
pretty
muscles,
feet,
all that
and
bulge,
oh
ass
yes,
and
honey.
muscle.
Honey, you better get me. You better
Exactly.
make me get off of here and go watch
It's
that
just some
instead.
child. Look, I have the UFC app because also I like. Okay, I've always liked boxing since I was a kid. I
Hmm.
love boxing. Maybe that speaks to something psychologically to me, but I like boxing. Okay, but I'm gonna tell y'all something about women, especially in the women's match in MMA. They we fight more vicious than the men do.
Mm.
We fight more vicious. I have seen one fight where this one woman beat the brakes off of this girl, and she didn't even make it to the second round, knocked her out.
Gee.
And I'm like, I live for it. So it like I love watching gay porn, but also because I am a kinkster and I have a
Hmm.
lot of other fetishes. Um, now along with the Omibot as well, I have an assortment of vibrators.
Hmm.
I have a couple of vibrators that have 5 different speeds, and it has the attached dick ring for those of us that has penises, and I love that toy as well.
See,
But also,
I have one vibrator, and it doesn't do much for me. I guess. Well, I guess I don't know. I like more dildos than vibrators because I feel like because I'm circumcised, I don't get the full nutrition of it of a vibrator. So with that being said, I kind of just leave them alone. You know, now, I've had some
I
times
got
I got myself together with one, but I never
oh
really like
yes,
actually got into it like that.
I actually want to get a love sense
Hmm.
toy, especially when I'm webcamming, because I would now one thing that gets me off is I like, especially in a hot mutual masturbation setting, as I hotbox in my room. I love a good mutual masturbation session, especially if we're using our own toys. Like I'm using my toy, I get to watch them use their toy, or they're using a toy on me, vice versa. Or we're connected to the same thing. Like if we're doing eSTEM play or electroplay, I like that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
That gets me right together. But also, I actually I actually love nipple play while I'm watching porn. That's another way I get myself off. Like, and that's actually how I edge as well. And for those of you that don't know what edging is when you're masturbating and you get yourself to the point where you feel like you are about to come, but you stop touching yourself and you stop the orgasm in a sense and let it build up. Now, if you feel pain in your nut sack, release that, okay? If you feel pain, release it. Shit. Don't hurt yourself.
Now, I will say this. Okay, so what in porn do you focus on? Like, what are some things that you literally specifically search for any for all gender porn, like let's say for straight porn, gay porn, or trans porn? What are some things that for each of those? What are some things that you like to look at specifically?
Okay, so I love your standard straight porn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I also like risky exhibitionism,
Mm,
but it's consensual
mm-hmm.
risky exhibition, not to where like a famous OnlyFans person is now on the sex offenders list for indecent exposure.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is with that, I kind of am shying away from looking at that kind of stuff because that's like for me that's a form of assault. You know, that's a form of assault. I feel like if you're going to be risky with it, do it to where you're not going to get caught and catch a charge. But
Mm-hmm.
also be careful of when y'all recording some of the shit because some of y'all just be doing dumb shit for a nut. Stop doing dumb shit for a nut. But I'm gonna leave that alone. But I like some of that, but also I like seeing people masturbate. I'm such a voyeur. I love seeing people masturbate because I like seeing how other people get into pleasuring themselves.
Mm-hmm. One thing I like to watch in straight porn, and there's not a lot of videos on it, but I feel like they should focus more on this though. But I like to watch in straight porn, I like to watch clit play where they actually focus on the clitoris. But it's a
That is
man doing
fucking
it,
hot.
not lesbians though. Not too many girls in one video for me. I like to see a man really focusing on the clitoris, like making her feel good. Really get into that, you know. Um, and I too, and I guess because I'm one of those kind of people who like to get to the point. In real life, I don't. I have to probably have foreplay, but when I'm watching porn, I like to get to the point. So I to watch a lot of compilations.
You know what? I love compilations because sometimes the compilations be a little bit hotter than
Hmm.
some of the actual videos. No shade.
I feel like you can edge better because if you're looking at the same thing, you're gonna end up coming to it. So when it ends up going to the next one, you kind of got to start over.
Right, because I love come. I love seeing somebody come.
Hmm. I feel like
And I love
that's the goal, in my opinion.
oh yes, and I love seeing it. I love seeing pussy squirt
I ain't there
because
yet.
I had the experience. For those, okay, so I had an experience a couple of weeks ago where Someone squirted, someone with a vagina squirted while I was in the midst of eating, and I swallowed. No shame
Mm.
in my game, and it was good. And if y'all want documentation of that experience, y'all check my show notes for that full video. I yeah.
I watched it, y'all, so it's definitely something to look at.
Oh
But
yes,
yes,
some good trans on trans shit.
and this is weird. I look at weird, like I don't know why. I don't know why when it comes to porn, I look at certain things and I focus on those. Okay, so one of my fetishes when it comes to men is, well, cis men specifically, is hands and feet. I don't know why I have such something with hands and feet. So I love to see like when porn stars have really nice hands that you can see them, and or when they're fucking and you can see their feet. If they have on shoes and socks, I change the video. You're not naked to me. Is it pornography the study of nudity? Come on now.
Now, see, for me, I like niggas when they wear them black ankle socks or the white ankle socks.
I like to see them with that on, but not in the videos. Like take them off. They got to
Right.
come off at some
And
point.
yes, take them off. Now, if you wearing the long tube socks,
Ew.
keep them on. Cause I'm gonna wanna I like it when you put okay. I like soles and toes, but I also like socks. And I'm gonna focus on your feet. Now, if I can tell your feet ugly through the sock, I'm gonna throw something at your ass.
Oh yeah.
But like I'm like you, I love pretty feet. Gender not it doesn't matter the gender. I like sexy feet. And oh my gosh, like I love looking at pretty soles, especially if you in a certain position fucking and I can see your pretty soles. Yes, that's gonna turn me on. But I also like seeing tops with fat asses in my porn. Cause
Mm.
I'm an ass woman.
See, and
I
I
like
like that.
ass.
I like that in gay porn, and I also like it in straight porn where the male is really like going to town and it looks like he's twerking and you can see his booty hole.
Now when I'm watching trans women top, I'm looking at her titties. I'm sorry. When I look at other trans women, I'm looking at the meat, yes, but I'm looking at titties.
Not me. Is it me?
I
I
like
can't. I
titties,
can't get it.
period. I
I
like
cannot
breasts.
get into trans porn. I don't know why I cannot get into trans porn. It's like I don't watch it often. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I don't watch it often enough because no, I just don't. Trans man porn every now and then, but trans woman with the trans woman is the star of it. I don't really watch it too much. I guess because since I live it, I kind of just eh,
Right.
it's you
I
know.
mean, okay, I get top
If I do
regularly by
watch
other
it, I'm
trans women.
watching it for the men who's in those videos. And I think I'm one of those kind of people
Understood.
who just I like to see men in videos. Like I really want
Well,
to
that's
see
why I
naked
used to
men.
watch straight porn
Hmm.
for the men.
I want to feel like the girl getting tough in the video.
But you know what? You know what? I feel you on that though. Um, I feel you on that because I one thing for me, I did a study with straight porn concerning my womanhood because I really didn't see a lot of trans porn until I got up in age till I, hit my 20s and was able to have my own shit so I could
Hmm.
search what I wanted. And now I remember as a kid seeing some trans porn at my grandma's house. I don't know whose it was, but I'm like, I saw this woman with a meat. I was like, how? I didn't understand, but I'm like, more power to her. Go
That's
ahead,
so
girl.
funny. The very first time I ever seen trans porn. Okay, so I used to, this is when my parents started first getting internet to the house, and I would come home before they would get home, and I used to always watch porn, mostly gay and straight porn. But at the time, I was trying to figure myself out, so I was mostly watching gay porn, and I had came across trans porn. at the time it was called she-male porn. They don't call it that as much anymore today.
Right.
But it it
But let me
was
tell
a
you though,
huh.
they actually still have that on one of the sites where I post
Mhm.
content. They actually have that as a category.
Hey.
They actually have that in the tag still. But I'm not mad about it though. Cause
But
bitch,
see, and you
if
know
y'all
what's
gonna
funny?
fetishize me, let me make my coin.
But see, what's funny is you will not find she-male porn in the gay categories. You only found it in straight categories. Now on Pornhub, they have their own category completely, which is for like trans men, trans women, all of that. They have their own
They act
section now.
they have it they have it on X Hamster as well.
But it used to
And on
be, yeah, back in the day, you could only find it in the straight side. So
Mhm.
this goes to show you that even they we had that conversation. Like it seems like people back then actually accepted trans people more than they do today. So, but
Because we weren't as visible, but also also you have to look at how we evolved in the 90s, how we got visible in the 90s. Granted, it was problematic as fuck
mhm,
with Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, and Sally Jesse Raphael, Jenny Jones, and all of those type TV shows where they're saying, am I a man or a woman? So there was like, well, I was born a man. I'm like, well, why are y'all even? I felt then as a child, y'all are making people a freak show, not realizing that I was those people
mhm,
because we didn't have the language. As children, we didn't have the language. But now we can recall how we identified, and now that we can identify, we can recall.
mhm.
Anyway, you're right about that. I feel you on that.
Yeah,
And I'm looking at now.
and I was
Go ahead.
I was going to say like like the video was um it was trans. She had top surgery, so she had her breast and she had a penis, and she was in like this jacuzzi or something with the cis woman, and the cis woman had a whip, and she was like, telling her like, "What's your name?" And she'll hit the trans woman with the whip, and she'll say, "My name is Paul." And then she'll hit her harder and say, "That's not your name. What is your name?" And then she would say, "Paulina." So it was like a spanking kink or something like that. And I was just sitting there like, "Oh
Femdom.
my god, yeah."
That's a
So it
part
was
of
all of that.
femdom. Mhm.
And so I had never seen that. And I was like, what? But
See,
I didn't really get into it. Like it didn't really dawn on me about how they really work until I think T.S. Madison's website, the bigbigBitch.com. And I was in high school when I came across that website, and I saw her tearing those boys up.
girl.
And that's when I was like, oh, what is this? Oh my God. And I didn't have a credit card, debit card, or that stuff because I was young. But I wanted to get on that website and get into what she was trying to get on that. That was the first one when I got into it, and I saw for a fact that like, oh, this is a thing. Yes.
Oh, I got a story time about T.S. Madison porn.
Hmm.
Y'all want to hear it? You want to hear it?
I want to hear it. Yeah. Who else
Okay,
in the room with
so
you, ho?
I
Tell
have
about
to
who you
say it for
pointing
my
to.
listeners, girl. I have to say it for my listeners.
Y'all, she is literally pointing left and right. I'm still trying to figure out who else. Because first of all,
I'm getting
we
into
in two different
character
states.
shit. Bitch, I'm getting into character shit. So, nah. So I had, oh God, like around the corner from where I live now, I went to this person's house, to this man's house. And he had already let me know what the deal was. And I said, okay, he's a bottom. And definitely let it be known he wanted me to top him. Bet. So he ate me out or whatever, and we proceeded to do the do. But he was like, I like to watch porn while I'm getting fucked. I said, okay, bet. I'm into some kinky shit. So
Mm-hmm.
the first thing he turns on is this porn with T.S. Madison, another trans porn actress, and some guy, but they were his doms, and they had him on this table where his dick the I can't remember the name of this table, but I have been on this type of table and have tied someone to this type of table. So he was face down, safe contraption. He's tied down. They're playing with his dick and fucking the shit out of him.
Mm.
And I was getting my rocks off as I was tearing this man up.
Mm-mm.
So, needless to say, one of my favorite trans videos, I found this in like 2012 before I started transitioning. This is when I had my nautical star page on XTube at the time. And for those that are listening and those that's been following me a long time, if you know, you know. Sexy Coco verse. If you know, you know, you know. And Big Dick Punisher 86. If you know, you know. Yes, I had a bunch of screen names.
Oh my.
But one of my favorite porns that got me off, it was this one trans woman. She was like in college. And she was fucking with one of the guys on campus or whomever. And it might have been a stage video, you never know. But she had just started sucking dude's dick. And he had just started fucking her, and he pulled out, and she barely touched his dick, and he nutted all over her.
Oh my.
And it was hot as fuck. I was like, damn.
There was this one trans woman. I think I was on Pornhub. And this was maybe a few years ago. And I was watching her. She had like, I guess she would have invite different people to her room. She had one of those cameras in the corner of the room, which I kind of like that kind of porn too. That anonymous
I know who you.
porn.
Yes.
Yes, and it's like different videos. She had like different guys in there, and I'm just sitting there like, she's my spirit animal because I be wanting to do that, but I know that's not safe. But I want to do that, and I guess that's another reason why I like porn because things that I feel is not safe to do, which they're taking it to their limit on there. They don't care, so I get to watch them do it. I can't really participate in raw sex and having sex with just anybody that I want to, but I like to look at other people who risk that. You risking that, so if we can watch. I'm very thankful for that. You know.
Yes. But also with that, we now have advancements such as PrEP now.
Hmm.
Now, y'all still get tested, be upfront with people as to what you got. It's not just the regular gonorrhea, chlamydia. There's a severe syphilis outbreak in various states because the powers that be want to get rid of sexual health tools. In several states, there's no Planned Parenthood, but we should have access to all these things. But still, use protection. If you and somebody gonna fuck around, make sure y'all know y'all results and that y'all are aware and that y'all set
Hmm.
boundaries as to what y'all will and won't do. There's ways to protect yourself. Now, as for me, I protect myself, but also if I've known my partner and we're both regularly getting tested, that's a different story. So we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. Get you a blunt, get you a glass of wine, sit back, relax, get you a snack or something, and we'll be right back.
Four Pillar Sports, a podcast for sports fans, made by sports fans. Join Chris and Randy every week as they dive deep into football, basketball, baseball, and professional wrestling. Catch For Pillar Sports on all major platforms. And remember, keep on talking sports.
All right. Welcome back to the show.
Ow! So, thank you, Nova. Y'all give it up for my bestie. She is up for the shenanigans tonight. I love my sister. Like, I'm so glad to have her on because it's been a minute since she's been on the show. So,
Yes, it has been. There's so much things that have been going on in my life. But I'm so glad to be back on here with everyone and to talk about nasty shit. Oh,
nasty
yes.
shit.
Nasty
So,
shit. Nope. Nope. I thought you was about to say
no,
TTE.
no. No, I do not need to get
Listen,
canceled.
TTND. If you know, you know.
Right? Um, so I wanted to ask you, what are some of the discoveries that you have made about yourself sexually since you've transitioned, since you've started your journey into womanhood?
Well, I noticed a big difference in my sexuality because I'll just be blunt with you. I used to be strictly diggly, you know what I'm saying? Only liking men, only liking cis men. And as I gotten older, but not as I, and not only as I gotten older, but as I started transitioning and stepping to my womanhood, I noticed that that is not the only thing I like. Like, I am now pansexual. There are, I've dated trans men. I've had, you know, s- I've we've had a trans woman before. We're not going to tell that story because it happened to be a well-known person, but you remember that day.
Yeah, yes,
But
God.
yeah.
Hallelujah.
So yes, and because I'm interested in studs, that makes me interested in cis women as well. So I am, yeah, I know that.
Me too.
Honey, I
Me
like
too,
studs.
girl.
Honey, I like me a stud, child.
hmm They are some lovely individuals.
There's one at my job. Not that one. There's another one at my
Oh
job.
no.
She is so sweet. She's so sweet and so attractive. Oh my god. And she said I was cute one time, and I was like, girl. I will tear you up in here. But yes, my sexuality has changed. It definitely changed, and now and I feel like when it comes to estrogen, like you don't think with your penis anymore. You no longer think with your penis. You really actually see people for who they are.
You better testify in here.
Yes, and it makes you less aggressive too because testosterone is lower. So um I just allow things to happen, you know.
The way you said allow. Um, I
Allow.
um I have those sentiments as well. For me, I've always preferred to have sex with someone that I have some type of connection with, but also I find myself attracted to cis women, but certain types of cis women. Certain I have a certain type of woman that I like, and I have a certain type of man that I like. But also I love my non-binary people. So I'm the type of person I'm more so a sapio demisexual type, especially
That's a lot of
like I'm
words.
pansexual. I'm basically pansexual, but if we vibe good, I can fuck with you. And sexually, I am more adventurous. And I think also with me transitioning within ministry, and as I transitioned in ministry, and me deconstructing, I'm a kinky little bitch. And I realize how I'm a sadomasochist, so to speak. Like I'm typically in a dom position most of the time. in one of the partnerships I'm in. However, with one partner, sexual partner now, with one sexual partner, I'm more of a sub switch. And then for some, I'm mostly a switch. I'm a verse bottom. I've come to that
Mm-hmm.
discovery. I'm a verse bottom.
You know, it's crazy. I'm a verse top. 'Cause if you remember, Yannick, I used to only mostly bottom.
That is right. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I used to only mostly bottom, and now it's like, bitch, bend over at this point. And it's like I love to top men who are masculine. Um, Something about that. I don't know why. Especially me being a woman and then being a man, and then like we coming together like that in such an unorthodox way. It kind of just, oh, it's something there that just
Whew.
knowing that I don't have to follow gender norms because I'm not a normal gender anyway. So why do I have to abide by those rules?
And you know what?
Have fun, turn
You
up.
know what? I will say this as well. There are times where I do want to top, but I really have to be feeling, I actually have to be in the mood to top at this point. And since I've transitioned, since I started my journey in womanhood in 2015, I go back and forth through periods where I prefer to bottom, but then I have my moments where I want to top. And y'all, I don't know why Nova is showing me food as we on this podcast, because bitch, now I'm finna order me some McDonald's and get on the family group
I'm
chat.
hungry, child. I got hungry,
Child,
honey. One thing about me, honey, I'm gonna eat.
I love
Okay.
to eat too. So y'all, so we can go be some hungry bitches. Thank you all. Thank you, Nova, first for coming on talking with your girl. I hope we have more sessions like this on Not Safe for Work. Y'all go follow my good sis. Her social media will be in the show notes. Also, don't forget you can find me on Twitter, which is now known as X for some goddamn reason.
That sounds like a porn
Right, sound
site to
like
me.
goddamn X videos. So y'all can follow me on Twitter, X, Yannick T Music, and if you want the adult stuff, click on the spicy content link in the link tree link. So, and I want y'all to live tweet me your favorite masturbation techniques and your favorite toys to use. Y'all hashtag it nasty bitch. That's what we can do. Hashtag it nasty bitch. So y'all live, love, and be free from the priestess. Smooches!
Goodbye.
It's about to get delightful. 'Cause it ain't safe